Talk to boss. Talk to boss. No matter what you been through, she gon' listen to you. Talk to boss. Talk to boss. Tune in on Monday nights and she gon' get you just right. Talk to boss. Talk to boss. Living life, getting by, trying your best to survive. Talk to boss. Talk to boss. No matter what you been through, she gon' listen to you. Tune in on Monday nights and she gon' get you just right. Living life, getting by, trying your best to survive. Talk to boss. Talk to boss. Hey, hey, hey. Talk to the boss lady. Hey, hey. Talk to the boss lady.
Let's go. Let's go.
She gon' get you just right.
Hey y'all. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Yeah.
There we go. Let's go. You out there? I know you are.
There we go, baby. Hey y'all. Merry Christmas.
Talk to the boss lady.
Hey y'all.
Let go.
Talk to the boss lady.
Hey y'all. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talk to Boss. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Thank all y'all for tuning in. It's today me and my boy Q, okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in on Christmas Day. Hey!
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on Christmas Day. I know y'all with y'all families, y'all doing y'all thing, opening up the gifts, spoiling the kids, eating good, doing all that good stuff, spending time with your family and your friends, whatever y'all doing for the holidays, it's all good. And if you're doing a little bit, you ain't feeling too good, that's understandable too. I want you to know that we praying for you and we love you. And, if you need some help or you need a call, please reach out to somebody, let somebody know you having a tough time during the holidays. And it's okay. This morning I kind of got a bad call this morning. One of my best friends in the family, her mom passed away, Auntie Phyllis. So shout out to the Powell family. Much love to all of y'all.
Rest in peace.
All of y'all. Yes, much love all the way to Atlanta. Rest peacefully, Auntie Phyllis. So if anybody is grieving during the holidays, I know that holiday grief is real. It's really tough during these times, and it can really hurt. So I understand. And I want y'all to know that we love y'all and I appreciate y'all for watching. Once again, like I said, on Christmas Day, y'all taking a little time out to sit here and watch me and Q here on the holidays, okay? Yes. Thank y'all again for tuning in. Our topic today is home for the holidays, okay? We got you home for the holidays.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Got to be a great feeling to be home for a holiday, okay?
Yeah, it's always a blessing to be able to come back home and see the family, see friends. I think last time I was home for the holidays this type of year, I was probably about 5-6 years ago. And so a lot of times when I come home, it's quick get in and get out, or I'm not able to get there because of so many things that I had to deal with being in the service. So once that was over with, it was like, well, you can do whatever you want. You can go where you want. You can take vacation. So I'm grateful to be able to get here. Yes.
As you say, you retired.
The shackles are no longer on my feet. I can move. I can move around. So
slide to the right. Slide to the left.
I found out my feet do work. So, yes,
okay, that's something amazing. Okay, to be home for the holidays, especially after being away so long. Like I was saying, these are the holidays, and sometimes it's kind of hard being away from your family, your friends, your loved ones during the holidays. But it's a good thing that you made a decision, to make better for yourself and make some sacrifices to grow, because sometimes you got to separate to elevate.
It was a difficult decision in the beginning because I was going to be giving up a lot of years, a lot of lifetime experiences outside of the service. But it was a necessary thing to do because there were so many benefits that I didn't see coming that I had to find out later on. Okay, this might have not been so bad, but in the beginning, it's like you don't see that. Right. All you see is selfish stuff in front of you. I want it this way. I don't want it that way. And when you think like that, you kind of narrow your view. And had I kept it like that, I probably would not be sitting here talking to you now. So,
right. Making a sacrifice to separate, to elevate. Like you say, it seemed kind of selfish, but sometimes people do the same thing when they go out to college or they going into a new career. You have to make a choice whether this is something that you want to better yourself for your family, and stuff like that. So you could grow ahead. Yes. So sometimes, it's best to separate to elevate, Sometimes you got to change your environment and the things around you so you can elevate. You got to isolate and be by yourself. Yeah. Like I tell y'all, sometimes do what's best for you. And when you do what's best for you, sometimes you got to separate from your family. You got to separate from your friends. And yes, it hurts, don't it? Yes. It really hurts. It hurts being away from your family and your friends, especially when it comes to years. Yeah. When you're being away from your people for years. So like during the holiday and you was in the service, like how do y'all even celebrate? Like now it's a war going on. Do y'all celebrate in the war during the holidays?
So depending on where we are, if we deploy, let's just think one of my deployments, what they do is they have certain events together for us. They have, they cook for us. They make sure that we are able to have, a little celebration meal wise or church services if we need those. Okay. But in a type of environment where there's like a war issue going on or conflict, then there's going to be little presents and all that other type of stuff. It's more like you can come here to eat, right? But then you got to go back to where you are and get on the road or do what you need to do. So it gives us a little bit, but nothing's like home. Nothing's you can't beat grandma's cooking. You can't beat mama's cooking. You can't beat waking up in the morning and just hearing noise of kids if they're there, opening up things, all that stuff. You won't get it even if you are in an environment where it's not hostile, it's not a lot of stuff going on. So we just adapt to it. I can tell you it was easier to do it the second time around, but the first time it was really, really hard. So
okay, that's right. Y'all better listen. Count your blessings while you can, Being around grandma, getting that good soul food, because when they gone and resting in peace, you're going to miss these meals. Y'all going to miss these cakes and pies. Yes, so you better cherish the moment while you can. Love on your peoples. You know what I'm saying? Your family. If you can spend time with them, please, I encourage you to. And if that's not the place that you want to be, if they make you feel uneasy, pray about it. Ask God to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can become a better family, a better union. Build up y'all foundation and keep it going. And if it's not, like I say, go somewhere else. go somewhere else. Ask God to bless you with a friend or somebody that you could chill with, somebody that you could be with, so you could lift up your spirits and brighten your day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely necessary. Because you don't want to be, like he said, in no hostile environments.
Not if you have a choice. Right. You have no choice. You're going to be where you're going to be. And I can tell you that one of the most fondest memories I had from my grandma is when she made me a pound cake. That was her signature thing. To make a pound cake like almost every time I came home.
Ooh, pound cake.
this particular time I had to hurry up and get home, and then I had to get back because we were about to leave and head overseas. So I came home, and she's like, "Hey, babe, I'm making you a pound cake." I'm like, "Okay, grandma, everything all good." But I had to leave before the pound cake was ready.
Oh no!
And so she pulled it out. She pulled it out the oven. It came out the oven hot. She was like, "Hey, baby, you can take this with you." Yada yada yada. I'm like, "Nah, grandma, it's hot. I'm not gonna take it." And I just left. Right. Well, I can say that was probably the worst decision I could ever make. Because she reminded me. She said, "I made this doggone pound cake for you. I done slayed over this hot stove, and you didn't take a piece."
Okay.
And for 2 years, she didn't make me any pound
No
cake.
pound cake, Leah. You was on punishment. No cake for you.
when you get those moments, definitely take advantage of it. Don't misuse them, because I missed that pound cake, and I can tell you that next time she made me one, I took the whole thing with me.
Okay.
And I ate 2 slices and left the rest on the front seat. But she didn't see me neglect her.
Neglect it. That's right. You better have took that cake with you. Okay.
So, grandmas don't play.
Yes. You know grandmas definitely don't play. Yes. And she made you a cake too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she say, her been in the kitchen.
You gonna make me do this and you gonna leave? All right.
Right.
She treated me like a stranger after that.
Okay. So how was it for you, dealing with holiday stress, being far away?
Ooh. I don't know if it was a single method. I think what I did was I just looked at all of the things I've been through, all the teachings I've had, and all of the loved ones that I've had, and I just used a little piece of them to make it through, because every environment was different. Every situation was not the same. Even when it was stressful environment, I couldn't be stressed, or I couldn't show the stress, because I was in charge of so many people.
Right.
So it's like, if I'm stressed and I can't handle myself, and then they are in a predicament, I can't get them out of it. So
that's right.
Unfortunately, I had to put my stress in my back pocket and sit on it and just say, hey, I'm going to wait and get to you when I get back. And then when I get back, I'm trying to figure out, okay, now what stress is important and what stress do I need to, handle later on. So that's the only way I can say it. It wasn't a set method. It was just like, hey, you got a mission to do. That's first. Pray about it, get home, get back to where you're living at, and then come back with dealing with the stress that you might have to deal with. So,
Yeah, ain't that something? Wow. It's amazing how, like he's saying, if you like the leader, you're the main person. And same thing with them being in the household, like the parent, the head of the household. When that person is not feeling good, everybody seems to be disarray. Like him saying about him being the leader and overseeing everybody, he had to take his feelings and put them in his back pocket, and still stand up 10 toes strong and be a man and do the job and complete the mission that has to be complete. And by me being a parent of a child that is deceased, I had to do the same things. I had to put on my big girl drawers, as I want to call it. It comes to a point where you got to put your feelings to the side, because I still have a family to feed. Like you say, I have a mission to complete. I have a job that needs to get done. Even though my feelings are hurt, or, I feel like, hey, I'm far away from my family and I wish I could be around them. It's kind of hard for you to, process that type of stuff and put your feelings to the back so you can move forward, because you got a team of people that's depending on you. You know what I'm saying?
Very important team with that. And
a very important team, yeah.
And I would say this, this neighborhood is a neighborhood that I grew up in, and it's a neighborhood who I maneuvered through. And fortunately, this neighborhood, one of those particular nights, and I know, we know of it, could have taken, me from the neighborhood, completely. So that right there is also one of the things I keep in my mind every day I wake up in the mornings, because I'm getting the opportunity to live and to progress and to make mistakes, and also to be able to bring joy to other people's lives, or just talk to other people. And it's like those type of things in the back of my mind is like, man, you went from here to now you're all over the place, and you're seeing things, you're doing things. This does not happen if it's not meant for you to get there. But you have to take those bumps before you get a smooth road to get on and start traveling, because not everything is from point A to point
B.
Not at all.
It's definitely a journey. Yes. Life is a journey. It just ain't no from point A to point B type of thing. You got to go through a couple of hills and mountains and valleys. Definitely so, you know. And congratulations on your retirement, you know. That got to be a good thing to be retired, you know,
Yes,
from dealing with all that type of stress and stuff like that, you know. Congratulations on your retirement.
It's a blessing, and I tell you, I didn't believe it until I got those papers in my hand and read them. Like, okay, it says my name and it has the R word.
When you say this is
like,
it,
this is me. This
it's
might
finally
just be true.
happening.
And so to get out honorably, because
Yes.
it takes a lot to get out honorably. You go through a lot to get there, and it don't have to necessarily be doing any types of drugs or anything like that. But it's just to deal with everything that can go on there, to get out honorably without any issues, without any things brought against you. Yeah, I take that. I had cried for about a good 5 minutes because it was just like,
is this really happening? Like, what?
There's no way this is happening to me. Like somebody else, yes, but to me, I think that's just a lot of self-doubt.
Okay.
Or what's the word I'm looking for? You don't believe you should have that. So
Right,
it's like
right.
you see everybody else's goodness. Hey, you should be successful. You should be this.
Yeah.
But then you don't look at
Yourself
Yeah,
when it comes
yeah,
your turn to getting these
yeah,
blessings. It's like,
yeah.
what?
You
Is
don't
this really
determine,
happening
yeah.
to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow. Like you said, you know how to push somebody else forward.
Yeah.
You know how to push the next person. Like, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You can make it. You're going to make it. And when it's your turn, you sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
Wow, it's my turn, huh? Yes. It's our turn now. It's our turn. And guess what, y'all? We gonna make it. We are gonna make it, okay? He retired now, and I'm finna be retired because I'm finna be on Talk to Boss. Talk to
Y'all better
Boss.
come on. I definitely know that I was blessed to have my mom with me to see me retire, which is one of the parents that I have left, and that was right. Like
Yeah.
at everything, her being there and seeing it,
Yes.
you know, and knowing that the opportunities don't happen to everyone for that type of environment to see somebody retire or to retire.
Right.
And I was looking at her and I'm like, and she was like, oh, is this my son? And I'm like, but she almost like she was talking to me like I was, you know, I was like in 8th grade.
5.
Yeah, like, Mom, I'm a grown man.
Okay.
Like, come on now, like. But you can feel she was talking as I saw you from when you were small,
Right.
and up until now, and so I feel like you're still my baby, even
Right.
though we know you're a grown man, and we know that you got a family, you're doing what you're supposed to do. It's just to see you like that. It's like, man, that's my son, and now you can just sit back as a parent and just stick your chest
gonna
out,
dust
like,
your
you know,
shoulders
yeah,
off.
like
You
you,
like, look, I did it.
I did these 20 years.
I did that.
And it's like, wait, Mom, this is my moment. But no, it was an honor to have that, because I think it's only like 12 to 18% of people retire from the military. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
not a when you get in, everybody's going straight for retirement. People do, and some people don't. And for it to be that small percentage, and me to be a part of that,
Right.
and my family
Definitely
to be
a
in that,
blessing. Definitely a
Yeah.
blessing. Okay, that's what's up, y'all. Definitely a blessing. Retired in your 40s. Okay. Hey, if that ain't no blessing, I don't know what is. Retired in your 40s. Okay. So what you finna do with all this free time you got?
I went back to work 2 months after I
Already?
retired. 2 months after I retired. Well, 2 months after I got on I got on leave. I went back to work.
Did y'all hear that? Back to work.
Yep. I didn't stay retired that long. I stayed semi. Now I'm back to working at a job.
Getting up, doing something.
Yes,
Gotta
ma'am.
stay busy.
Yes. That's
Like
what-
most people are, we gotta stay busy. Give ourselves something to do. But me personally, I wouldn't be working. I'd be partying, traveling, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old to be making babies, but I'd be doing the things to make babies. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I can't. I'll tell you, it's one of those things about. I don't know if it's just military, but it's just I think people that work for a long time in general. I've seen it with my dad working for a long time. It's like
Yeah.
when he had to sit down, he didn't want to sit down.
Uh-huh.
But for me, I feel like my work is better helping others than it is to sit down on my hands. So I I can work for the rest of my life, making a way for the kids, making a way for everybody else, because my life is not to sit. And so, unfortunately, this is not unfortunately. Fortunately, this is who I am.
Right.
So me working from now until whenever the time comes is just what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to help and do something, and then feel like I'm worthy of something that I'm getting up to do every day. So you know, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself something to do. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's saying, y'all. Giving yourself something to do. You know, not just finna lay around and waste time. You know, because I don't mind when people just lay around. They have a tendency to get depressed. You know, especially from coming through the things that you've been through and the things that you've seen. And, you know, like I said, I woke up this morning, I got a call where I lost someone. So I know what it's like when to lose someone, you know. So how was it for you dealing with, like, the loss of someone, especially, like, while you so far away? Especially, like, even if it wasn't, like, in your family, like, one of your members or you know, what do y'all call them in the military?
So we call them either, you know, they battle buddies, or they're a soldier, because sometimes they mean that, depending on the rank, they'll just be a soldier of yours, or if they're equal rank, to be a battle buddy or something like that. So either way, it's a family member.
Right.
And I mean, I've been unfortunately fortunate to lose people in and out of the military. I actually lost my grandmother while I was deployed to Iraq.
Wow.
I think I was supposed to be there for 15 months. And so I lost her in the midst of me still having time left on deployment. I think 8 or 9 months left. And I couldn't get home. I couldn't get to her funeral.
Wow.
And so I was unable to see her homegoing.
Her service.
But it really pissed me off. I really was mad that I couldn't get home. But one of the things that I drew back on is that I talked to her about 2 weeks before her passing, if not longer. And she was telling me, hey grandson, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. You know, I'm happy where you are. You know, you're doing great for your family, or you're doing great for, you know, what you need to do. I'm proud of you being a man, standing up and doing what you, not being in any trouble.
Right.
So it's like, she gave me that blessing when she was so nervous about me being in the service, and when she would stand and watch the TV news every night, looking at stuff that mentioned anything about where I was.
Right.
And it was like, whatever happened in that area, I had to be around it.
Oh.
She's like, baby, I know, I seen you was in. And I'm like, Grandma, Iraq is big.
Yes.
It's not like a little small town where everything that happens, you're gonna be somewhere
right
around
there. Yeah.
No.
But that's how your mind think. You know, it just how it go. Like, okay, yeah, I'm in Iraq. It seems make you think like it's just as small as Chicago. You know, it's like, or Dalton, like it's that little. Like, I know you didn't drove up the street and around the corner, and you was right back there, and that was it. You know, so that's what our minds be thinking, because that's how I be thinking. You know, so with that being said, how many countries have you been in?
Oh, jeez.
Wow, that many? Wow.
I couldn't. I would say been in probably over 30.
Over 30 countries?
Yeah.
Wow.
But actually lived in probably like 10.
Okay,
10
right.
countries.
That's something that's interesting. Okay. They just got y'all traveling all over the world.
Let's just say that.
All over the globe.
So,
okay.
when I look at a map now, I feel more satisfied than when I growing up in school. You look at a map, you say, okay, California's here, New York's here, you know, and then you may look at the world map and you say, okay, this Europe's here, Asia's here, and that's it. But now you are going into these countries. You're going to see these places like Korea, Japan, you know. And I say my first time in Korea, I was looking around like I was like I don't understand none of this. But
them
you know,
alphabets like how they is.
everything you could think of. And I tried some food
What?
from Korea, because I was going to be there for a year. a lot of us that's in the service that get stationed in Korea, you can get in trouble. It's this liquor called soju. And for some of the people here that have had soju, they know soju has no taste.
Ooh, so you just drinking and drinking and drinking.
You mix it with something and you go for what you know.
Ooh,
and Americans usually go over to, other countries and say, I can drink you under the table. Now this is somebody else's country. You telling them what you
gonna do to them with their liquor, okay?
What they grew up on,
right?
And so what they do is they just find out just how true you are. And soju, like I said, sneaks up on you, so you can drink it and you can get up, and then all of a sudden, boom! You don't. Your legs is gone.
Boom!
And we've carried plenty of people back from bars that were in the service with me. That they wasn't so strong when they left. When they went, they were strong. When they left, they were trying to come pick them up. It was like, where's your legs at, sir?
Right,
you got
gone.
legs, but your legs is like they're just rubbery and don't
gone with the wind. Okay, drinking that Korean liquor. Okay.
So
yeah, boy.
And that was just one country, but I think that was my most favorite country that I've been in.
Was Korea.
Yeah,
I got some Koreans in my family too. My family, they was in that war, and my uncle came home with some Korean. I got a Korean in my family too, so I can imagine.
It's a beautiful country.
Yes, I can imagine. Yes, I got Korean in my family. Those of y'all that know cuz, okay? Yeah, I got some Korean in my family, so I can just about imagine. They going over there getting their Korean drink, and okay. Ming Lee and them got them men over there. Hey! In love with them some black men, okay? I heard that.
Yes.
So can you tell me the difference, because I don't know, y'all. I honestly don't know. What is the difference between the Army? What is it? The Army, the Navy?
Army, Navy, Marines,
and Air Force. So it's 4?
Well, it's 5 now. It's 6. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, and then Space Force.
Oh, okay. I would imagine they got this space stuff now.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, so that I don't know very much about, because it's fairly new. I think it's maybe like 2 or 3 years old, maybe 4 years old. So it's new to the other branches.
Okay.
And so it's not many of us will know a lot about it, because it's more high tech, high level, way above my pay grade.
Oh.
So
to do some outer space stuff, okay, I can imagine that.
But yeah, we got 6 branches, but two are under the same branches. So Marines are under the Navy. Okay. So, and then of course Air Force have their own branch, and then Air Force and the Army have their own branch. So
okay. Yeah. So it's basically like, what is it like? You start out in the Army and then grow up, or what would you do? So when you recruit somebody, like what do you do, like to join? Because most of the time when they be in high schools, they be joining the Army, right? So
it depends. The different branches will go to certain high schools that they think they may have the most success at for that particular branch. But okay. Anybody's open to any of the branches. You just have to test. When you test the ASVAB, you just have to place wherever that branch needs you to place. So if Air Force needs you to get a 50 on your ASVAB and you get a 51, boom, you can go there. There you go. If the Army needs you to get, a 30 something and you get a 30 something, boom, you can go there. The Marines need you, so it just depends on what you place. And really, if you really want to do that particular branch, because certain branches may not have your job field. Okay. Marines may have something you want, but then you may not be able to go at the time they need you to go, and they say, well, if you can't go this time, you're gonna lose that job. Well,
okay.
You may have to try somebody else, like the
Right.
Army or the Air Force. So
Right.
it just depends.
Oh, okay.
But many recruiters will come to this high school because that's where they
That's
earn
where
their
they
money.
pick them up at. They
Yes,
pick
sir.
our babies up quick, y'all, right up at the school, right out of ROTC.
Come on over. Come on over.
Okay, right on up out of ROTC. You know, like, okay, now, so with this war that's going on, like now, we got this war going on. And it's like the Hamas thing, and then it's Israel.
So I know what you mentioned. So that right
Is
there.
it two different wars,
So
or?
that's just one. Hamas is on the side of not Israel, but Gaza. And then, you know, Israel is the one that's fighting against them because of whatever it is that happened. I think it happened about a couple months ago when they got attacked. However they got attacked. So we're not in it.
We not in.
We don't know. We're on the outside of that.
Okay.
As far as what's going on, they're
They
contributing.
doing
to
their own
yeah.
thing. So
They're
y'all
doing
heard
their
that?
own
We
thing.
ain't in it. Okay,
No.
so we gonna mind our business.
We don't have no we don't have no soldiers, nobody over there that we know of.
Right. Now, what about the other one that Biden is paying for? Ukraine. Ain't that's the one? Ukraine, that's the one Biden spending all the billions of dollars to, right?
So we don't have anybody over there. However, that is I'm sure that they gave some money over to them, I think, before to help them be able to fund whatever they're doing. But yeah, we've been contributing to both I think, at least to both countries for the past 10 years now.
Wow, ain't that something, y'all?
And
Wow.
we support Ukraine just based off of where they're located at, and we supported Israel for a long time too as well. So it's been a lot of support on both sides.
All right, so that ain't nothing new, y'all. It ain't nothing new. It's, been sending money and funds over there while we over here threatening the government shutdown. How you feel about them people that build them bunkers? That's funny, huh? They trying to separate for real. Them people that built them bunkers, they got their billions of dollars and they gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, A lot of things we get say-sos on or we make comments about. I think the biggest thing is just if we want to see change, we're gonna have to get out there and make things change. We're gonna have to elect this person to not elect this person, but if we just stay at home or if we just sit on our hands, then I think a lot of it's still gonna continue to happen.
Gonna continue to happen.
So it don't matter what you believe in, your political parties, if you have them, or even what you don't believe in. If we do nothing, say nothing, then nothing's gonna happen. We're gonna just continue to have the same issues. So that's the unfortunate part about it. So.
Right. Just like with the Black Lives Matter stuff, if you don't do something, you don't do nothing about it, nothing will happen, so that's where we at with all of that, I know you're just glad to be home and away from all of that, huh?
Hey, look, I can't tell you how sometimes my happiness doesn't show, but I definitely know, like, internal, it's been really, really good to be able to do my own thing somewhat. Like,
Okay.
I still gotta go through my job for a little bit of different things to go on vacation, but I have a little bit more movement and I feel a little bit more like free again. And it sounds like I've been trapped for so long.
Right.
It's like that you don't know these contracts be like, they be serious. They be like till the end.
Till the end.
And I'm like, well, where's the date for the end?
I
see the beginning, but I don't see it. Like they hide that end date from me, and it's crazy. My last contract was so before the military changed it. They had this thing called indefinite.
Wow.
So once you reach 10 years, if you sign another contract, you sign it for indefinite. Now indefinite is supposed to take you all the way to 20 years, but indefinite could take you past 20 years if they need to, right?
Whoa.
So you sign it saying, hey, I sign up for whatever the last amount of years I got left. But they could extend those years past what you need to go to if they need you. So as I was getting close, I'm like, all right, I'm getting close.
I'm getting close. It's gonna be my time.
Don't pull that goal line a little bit further. And I'm already right there.
Oh man, I'm looking at the finish line.
You pull it another 5 or 6 yards down the field, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm here. And now you move it to the other side, and now I got to go a little bit longer. So it was good to see it. And the last 12 months was the hardest.
Okay.
It seemed like anything that could happen was happening.
Did it happen?
And fortunately, for me, my patience were a little bit stronger because I was like, I got to get to this end. I got to get this done because I want to have that feeling of what I accomplished at, all those years going through and all those deployments and, oh my gosh, country after country.
Really?
And field training and jumping out of planes
what?
and just doing all types of, my knees.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a hard impact when you landing. I could imagine, huh?
I can just tell you this. If you're about to sign up, read your contract.
Read your contract.
Read your contract. 'Cause if I'd have known then what I know now, I'd probably be like, well, I don't know if I really need the airborne because I tell you this, I was in recruiting. I was in the MEP station. Mm-hmm. And the guy asked me, he's like, hey, do you want airborne? I'm like, yeah, why not? What's that?
Right, right.
All right, I got you. I go through basic training, go through AIT, which AIT is Advanced Individual Training. They teach you your job.
Okay.
What your MOS is, which is your skill, your job field.
Okay.
So I get to AIT, and I'm asking everybody, each time I'm asking, hey, what is airborne? And they're like, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm still not understanding because I have no knowledge of this. My first time in. Mm-hmm. So I get to airborne school, which is in not North Carolina. It's in Fort Benning, Georgia, which I think is called something else now.
Okay.
But it's in Georgia. Airborne school is in Georgia. So I get there, and I'm looking up in the air, and I'm like, hey, what's that? And they's like, oh, that's going to be you in 3 weeks.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what you mean that's going to be me in 3 weeks? He's like, yeah, you're going to be jumping out of that. Okay.
Wow.
So I call home, and I'm like, hey, Ma, they say I'm supposed to be jumping out of planes. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it, baby. You'll be all right. And I'm like, Mom, what you mean I would be all right?
I would be like, come get me. I'm scared.
When was the last time you jumped out of a plane, Mom?
Okay, jumping out of planes. Okay, sure. Hey, man, there had to be one right there. Okay.
But it was at the end of the day, it was a great experience because I was a part of a 1% of people that does that.
Okay.
And fortunately, yes, my knees hurt.
I can imagine. Okay, knees hurt. Oh, wow. I can just about imagine. Yes. All right, y'all. Shout out to the chat, y'all. We see y'all watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. I see y'all tuning in. Thank everybody for watching. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. The people here, y'all is here and y'all is watching. God is good. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Watch me and Q sit here on the couch on Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
It's definitely a blessing that y'all tuned in on Christmas Day, sitting here watching us chill, chop it up. Me and Q, we go back way back, like almost 40 years since grammar school. We graduated 8th grade together. I know his mom, his family, his sister, we all grew up together. He know my mom, my brothers, everybody here. So it's definitely a blessing. Everybody from Writer School, everybody in the neighborhood, we all here, y'all. Y'all know how the love go. We here, and I definitely thank y'all for tuning in. It's definitely a blessing. Like we say, he home for the holidays.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely a blessing to be home for the holidays. So love on your people. Love on your loved ones. And if they not with you, call them. Pick up the phone, check on them sometime. Say, hey, what's happening? How you doing? Check on your people. See how they feeling sometime. Ask them, do they want to get a cup of coffee or a drink? You know that Korean. Want to get a little drink, you know? Okay, y'all know today Christmas, so y'all whip out the eggnog, the Hennessy's, do what y'all got to do, you know what I'm saying? Jingle some bells, go meet up under the mistletoe, do what y'all got to do, you know? Yes, it's definitely a blessing. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or let them know what's going on, Q?
Nah, I just want to just appreciate, the platform that you have coming on here and being able to talk
God
to you. And I know that I've been watching, a lot of the episodes that you had going on. And I'm like, I'm trying to get down here, and I've been trying and
we
trying.
Had to make it happen, y'all.
And so this was one of those ones where I was like, if I can make it happen, then I'm gonna do it.
We had to make it happen. Yes, definitely a blessing. We had to make it happen, y'all.
Get here to see, to see everybody else out here chatting back and forth. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to have that opportunity. So I can't say them but thank to everybody who tuning in and those who may tune in later on to see this.
Yeah.
Hey, you're fortunate enough to have this young lady right here that trying to give back and trying to socialize with those out there that share the pain and the joy in a lot of things. So
yeah,
I can say that you're doing a tremendous.
I'm trying, y'all.
Job, so.
I'm trying, and I definitely thank each and every one of y'all for sticking with me through my journey. Because, like I say, life is a journey, and I thank all of y'all for sticking with me through my journey. All of y'all keep tuning in every week. Ain't nothing but a blessing. Y'all tuning in, y'all watching. It's definitely a blessing. I truly love and appreciate all of y'all. Happy holidays. I'm finna get in the Christmas spirit, okay? I'm finna start drinking, get my holiday season on, Okay, turn my music up and do what I gotta do to make myself feel better. And like I say, shout out to the Powell family. Rest in peace, Auntie Phyllis, Dana, Maurice, Trinae, everybody, we love y'all. Momo, Javante, everybody, we love y'all. We love y'all to the fullest. Y'all know we do. We got y'all and we here for y'all. If y'all need anything, please reach out. Y'all know we here for y'all and we gon' always stick together. Y'all know it. Y'all know how this neighborhood is. We always stick together. Yes, okay? Definitely a blessing, yep. So, y'all, I'm glad my boy Q came through to chill with me, y'all,
This won't be the only time. Next time it'll be warmer. So
yeah, okay.
Sit around here.
We're going to be outside to kick it a little bit.
Yeah, freezing and coming in, shaking and stuff.
Even though it feel good outside, we're going to take this blessing because, Chicago can be cold sometimes.
Yeah, it can do you dirty.
Woo!
I can definitely understand that.
We caught a blessing this season. We caught a blessing. God is in the blessing season, y'all. Yes, he is. And if he blessing me and he blessing you, guess what? He gonna bless you too. Yes, right. Yes, right. There we go, y'all.
No matter what you've been through, she gonna listen to you.
Yes. We here, y'all. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. Talk to Boss. I love y'all. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Don't have too much fun.
A little bit. Bye.
Talk to Boss. Talk to Boss. No matter what you've been through, she gon' listen to you. Talk to Boss. Talk to Boss.